This is Dolany TV, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of Edmonton Oilers discussion here on the channel this evening. A little bit later than normal. You know, that's what happens when all of a sudden you walk in the door and eat supper first thing instead of getting to the videos and ripping up the Oilers news as per, the regular tradition, right? However, what we need to discuss today is a simple fact that I think I've been beat to this news by a couple guys on YouTube, but it's a very key thing that I already talked about the other day with Jesse Puljujärvi and the news surrounding him, right? The other day we got the news with Jesse Puljujärvi that he's content staying in Finland, and that raises many, many possibilities, right? You could trade him to a team that doesn't have the possibility to use him this year. Great, they'll save him in Finland and bring him into the fold next year. That's one possibility that I don't think anyone's really mentioned. Then you've got the B possibility of him coming back to the Oilers, which, my goodness, if the Oilers are that dumb to allow him back, we got issues. But again, you know what? We haven't seen signs of that so far. And then, of course, there's option C, which is, honestly, it's just there for him to keep trading value increasing and get traded at some point this year. Now, when it comes to Jesse Puljujärvi, is we've had this one real magical name thrown out there in Julien Gauthier being suggested as the trade chip in return for Jesse Puljujärvi should Ken Holland make that move. Now, it was suggested by the Edmonton Journal the other day there that it's Julien Gauthier 1-for-1 because of the waivers exemption on Gauthier. He can be sent back and forth between the AHL and the NHL without waivers, and Jesse Puljujärvi simply cannot be done that way because he is no longer waiver exempt. So, sure, okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. That's a smart GMing move, but guys, here's the thing. In this eventuality of eventualities, you know what, Julien Gauthier, pretty much if you would have told me Julien Gauthier is the best we could have gotten for Jesse Puljujärvi in the summer, I probably would have taken it. But the thing is, we've got this multi-dimensional problem that is Jesse Puljujärvi in the Liga. There's guys that think Jesse Puljujärvi putting up point per game in the Liga is uncharted territory. He is going to set records upon records. Nobody's ever done anything like this before. And my goodness, how can his value not be sky high? And then you've got guys like me that are a little bit more moderate. I hope I'm more moderate on this, where I'm saying point per game really means nothing. He's an NHL caliber player that isn't playing up to caliber, as he didn't in the NHL either. And then, of course, there's everybody else that's really just anti-Jesse Puljujärvi, and no matter what happens, it's no use. It's no use. So I try to say I'm in the moderate category, but I'm probably more in the no use category, to be honest with you. But with that said, let's take a look at why I'm saying that it's really no use being point per game in the Liga, especially this early in the season, right? If you want to talk about James Neal having 8 goals through 6 games, is that an indicator that James Neal's going to score 90 goals? No, it's not. And again, he could score 150 because of that. Just saying, it's probably not an indicator. And I'm not saying with Jesse Puljujärvi it's an indicator he'll be below point per game or at only a point per game all season long. Plenty of stuff yet to happen. However, Jesse Puljujärvi, simply 11 points in 11 games in the Liga this year. He's had 8 penalty minutes in those 11 games. He's a plus 11, so he's been on the ice for 11 goals for. He's a minus 4. He's been on the ice for 4 goals against, so he's a plus minus of 7. He's got, on the power play, he's got 2 goals. He's got nothing going shorthanded, and he's got 2 game-winning goals. That really, through 11 games in the Liga, for a top 4 pick in the NHL does not jump off the page, right? And then he's got, what has he got? He's got 79 shots. That, my friends, is a scary stat. Jesse Puljujärvi, this is one that I didn't know anything about. He's got 79 shots through 11 games. Guys, this is the ammunition you need when you talk about Jesse Puljujärvi, apparently. This is news to me. Nobody in the top 15 of scoring has more than 60 shots on goal. And Jesse Puljujärvi has 79 for a shooting percentage of 6.3. So we're told Jesse Puljujarvi is this really big, really good shooter, really good playmaker, all that. We're told a lot of great things about Jesse Puljujarvi. And through 11 games in the Liga, he's got 79 shots. That's more than 7 shots per game, and he's got 5 goals. Okay? When I get down on Jesse Puljujarvi, now it makes a lot more sense. A 6.3 shooting percentage through 11 games, taking that many shots. My goodness. That sounds like you're trying to increase your trade value. Your team's trying to increase your trade value. I'm sorry. This is straight from the Liga website. Guys, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and just get this here for you because you need to see how dumb of a stat this really is. There is nobody in the top 20 that has even taken more than 60 shots. There's a guy at 21 that's taken 69, but it is what it is. So there's your top 20. And I mean, Jesse Puljujarvi's seeing 18 minutes and 14 seconds on the ice. There's some guys playing 19, 20 minutes. Okay, so Jesse Puljujarvi Liga. I'm going to get this for you because this is absolutely dumb. How many shots he's taken and how little goals he's scored. So let me get this browser image up here. And let me just get this for you. Jesse Puljujarvi in the Liga. Where's my stats? So, we'll get to a conversation on that in a second. Puljujarvi Liga. What did I title it? Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Puljujarvi Liga. Oh, my goodness. I'm a disaster here. Let me just do a search for it. Oh, of course, nothing found. So let me go all files, and maybe I can find that there. Of course I can't find it there. Okay, guys, besides the point. Anyway, I won't do any more wasting my time there on it. You guys, I'll post it in the community tab if you want to see it. But right there, okay. So we've got Jesse Puljujarvi supposedly expanding and increasing his trade value unreal in the Liga because he's point per game. No. At a 6.3 shooting percentage, through 11 games on 79 shots, no, I don't buy it. I'm sorry, I've seen a lot of stupid stats to justify how good of a job Mr. Jesse Puljujarvi's doing increasing his trade value. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, tells me, I'm sorry, the Liga goalies are not NHL goalies. And Jesse Puljujarvi's had difficulty scoring against the NHL goalies, but you can't tell me on 79 shots in a league where you're a top 4 pick and all that you should only have 5 goals. I don't buy it. So, again, right, let's get back to the trade speculation here. Is the fact that, you know what, probably in June, yes, Julien Gauthier would have been enough. And now you kind of look at it, and if this trade hasn't been made yet, there has to be a reason why this trade has not been made yet. And I'm not about to sit here and argue on the side that it's because Jesse Puljujarvi doesn't have enough value. I think he's got plenty of value, right? Julien Gauthier drafted 2016, same year as Jesse Puljujarvi, first round, 21st overall. Difference of 17 picks. Julien Gauthier has 2 games of NHL experience that both came this year. So, realistically, is the value that far off? No. But I think there's a big reason why this trade hasn't been made and why we got the news that Jesse Puljujarvi's content staying in Finland for the year. Because I think if it's the Hurricane side hold up, I think it's a simple fact of realistically, no matter what Jesse Puljujarvi does, they need to get him into the fold at the start of a brand new year, not bring in someone. And it's the same thing as bringing Jesse Puljujarvi back at some point this year for the Oilers. You don't want to mess up what you have for at this point, guys, complete unknown. I'm sorry, there is no saying you know what you're getting in the NHL if you put Jesse Puljujarvi in your lineup. I don't think at any point. Right now in the Liga, guys, at only point per game and a 6.3 shooting percentage on 79 shots with 5 goals, you don't know what you're getting with Jesse Puljujarvi in your lineup. You know what? The highlights look fantastic. And let me tell you, you'll see only highlights and lowlights. You won't see anything in between on Jesse Puljujarvi this season. And that's the key for any team looking to trade for Jesse Puljujarvi at this point. They want to see how he handles himself over the course of a season, how he handles adversity, how he does things that way, and of course how he kind of comes into a fold after a trade probably at the end of the year in the off season. So I'm thinking, you know what, we're hearing lots of rampant speculation, and again, no news is new news. Again, once again with this Jesse Puljujarvi stuff, because we've heard Julien Gauthier before, I'm pretty sure, and realistically, to sit here and say that Jesse Puljujarvi is going to increase his trade stock, I really don't think so. The one caveat to that would be his Champions League stuff, which I believe he played Philip Broberg today or the day before, and his team was looking pretty good from what I heard. I don't know. This is all just weird random stuff I saw scrolling Twitter. Can't confirm nor deny. Didn't look that up. I just looked up Champions League stats, in which he has 6 points so far in what I imagine is 5 games. So a little bit above point per game. But that's playing leagues all over Europe that are not even comparable hockey to the Liga in terms of how bad they are. So it's tough. It's tough to say. And to wrap it all up with a pretty bow, this whole Jesse Puljujarvi trade rumor that'll always hang over the Oilers this season is the sooner it wraps up, probably the better, or the longer it runs, the better. Because in the median term, I don't think things are going to increase crazy for Jesse Puljujarvi where suddenly he's got a 25 shooting percentage and he's got 200 goals in the Liga. I don't think so. I don't think that's the play. And I think realistically what Ken Holland has to wait for here is, I think, again, I kind of said the holdups on the Hurricane side. Maybe if this trade with Julien Gauthier involved is being held up on the Oilers side, it's the fact that the Oilers want to see what Julien Gauthier brings at the NHL level. So if it's not the Hurricanes wanting to bring Gauthier or Puljujarvi into the fold after the season, it's maybe the Oilers wanting to see what Gauthier in the fold in Carolina actually looks like. Because Gauthier's had good stats in the AHL, but I've gone on long enough to bore you with those stats. But, right, it's 2 games into his NHL career, and he's a complete unknown, just the same as Jesse Puljujarvi. So for either GM to really feel comfortable making that size of a move for that caliber of potential talent, it's tough. It's absolutely tough. So as I would say right now, I'm just glad to hear that we keep hearing some kind of movement, but I'm not expecting anything imminent, and I'm really not concerned. But to say that Jesse Puljujarvi's increasing his stock in Finland like this every single game, no. So we need to get off the high horse that Jesse Puljujarvi's an insane talent, but the fact is we still need to get a fair deal. There's a lot of moving pieces here, guys, but I thought I'd just give you a full-length kind of update at where I'm at, trying to make sense of Jesse Puljujarvi in my head. And let's go enjoy the rest of this off day, find what actually happened in Oilers land today, and then talk about it. Guys, I'm Tyson. This is Stolen TV. As always, I will catch you on the next one.